Come in with an open mind. Come in knowing that you don't know anything.
I've always had an interest in law. It's something that I've always wanted to do. However, I didn't know exactly how I was going to do it.
First, I didn't know the Pathway to Law program even existed.
You want to give people a direction, somewhere to point towards. Having a program like this, a pathway, it's in the name.
Hi, I'm Dean Joy Cowden. I am the Dean of Academic Affairs over Social Sciences and Curriculum Instruction, and in that is included our Pathway to Law program. The California bar is not diverse at all, and so the bar got together and decided that they want their diversity to reflect California's diversity, and that it's not possible to have a fair and equitable legal system if the legal system doesn't reflect the constituents. And so they got together to do this program so students could see a clearer pathway from high school through law school. 2 at a community college, 2 at a university, and then 3 for your Juris Doctorate at law school. Taking the bar is you take an exam and you get certified, and now you can actually be an attorney. You can offer legal advice.
I'm going to UC Berkeley, and in 10 years I hope to be a lawyer and work for a nonprofit organization to advocate for low-income communities.
Gosh, well, I want to study constitutional law and eventually be a Supreme Court justice. Getting there is going to be quite the road. I'd love to go to the Monterey College of Law, and kind of sticking in this area, I could end up, in one of these courtrooms right here.
Maybe I'll get a master's in political theory and then go to law school, or maybe I'll just go straight into law school. Long term, be an attorney, more specifically a district attorney, and then after that, go into politics.
What I like about the certificate program is it's mainly general education courses that you're going to take anyways. It's taking a specific 9-course sequence, which includes English, communication, critical thinking, history, math, counseling, and then you take 2 law classes.
Law 41, that one is more of an introduction to criminal law. It has lectures and you're doing a lot of reading and writing.
I've always been more like a community girl, like being anywhere in the community. I love it. Public service caught my eye, so I was like, I'm gonna take this class. But before I had to take the class, I had to take Law 41. That class, I met Professor Lavorado, and he got me really interested into law.
Law 42 class, that's the one where you actually get an internship. Now, some of the internships we offer to our students to take Law 42 are the District Attorney's Office, the Monterey County Public Defender's Office, Probation's Office, and we also have some at local private attorney's offices as well.
My internship is with the District Attorney. Part of my job when I go in there is to just learn, to observe. I get to see the courtroom process. I've seen a lot of cases that really touch your heart, and make you think that these are real people and real lives.
Through the Pathway to Law program, I was able to get an internship through Community Partnership Youth, CPY. CPY is a nonprofit organization that is dedicated in helping the youth who is mostly exposed to not the best environment.
I absolutely love the Monterey County Public Defender's Office. The first day I arrived, I felt so anxious. There's probably like 25, 30 lawyers in that office. The first thing I did on my first day was knock door to door. I knocked on every attorney's door asking them, hey, if you have any work, please, if I can help in any way possible, even if it's just filing paper for you or shadowing you in court. And then I would always end it off with, I'm a dog, just throw me a bone and I'll go fetch,
I think one of the great things is, especially with the practicum piece, that students see themselves in law. And so they're working with district attorneys, they're working with the public defender's office, and seeing that they're just people too. I think a lot of it's just that, to see yourself there and that sense of belonging. Those Pathway to Law conferences, which we were able to take students to this last year, are very impressive, and I think seeing the people that have gone through it and are in law that are in underrepresented areas is really amazing.
I'm from Greenfield, California. My mom works in the fields. My dad works in the dough factory packing up lettuce. Both a very honorable and noble career paths to take, but I knew right away that if I wanted to pursue a career in law, I need to put myself out there. And that was the first thing I started doing right away, and it worked out in the end. I'm now a student champion, which is a very rewarding job, especially when it comes to helping out students.
Judges want to see people succeed. As a judge, you get to make a difference in people's lives and kind of guide them, hopefully, into better choices if they need that. Getting to learn that side of it and having the empathy that I now have, it's a big thing. It's a big process.
Once a week, I'm able to go to one of the schools in Seaside, an alternative high school, where I'm as a mentor to the high school students.
I got to go to court with the attorneys. They would let me go into their offices with them, and they would walk me through the paperwork that they would file. They would give me life advice or give me law school advice too, which all around, amazing, beautiful experience.
The pathway to law is kind of a whole pathway, so it's not necessarily that you have to go on to law school. There are a lot of jobs in paralegal or translation. Most students will take the bar, and they may not be a practicing attorney. They may be a consultant or something along those lines. A lot of the students in this area are very interested in immigration law, civil rights law.
One of the greatest things that a pathway to law has taught me is confidence, because I don't really have the best confidence. I feel like it got me really close to community, because before my internship to community partnership for youth, I was mostly in the house, like dreaming of working to a nonprofit organization. I never really had the experience.
I think there is never really a time where you feel like you deserve to be there, where you feel like, I know everything that I need to know, there's nothing else to learn, I've mastered this. And so because law is ever changing and ever morphing into something new to memorize, it's hard to really grasp that you're far enough along that you made it. You made it this far. And so having the confidence to go forward and say, yes, I do know my stuff, and I studied, and I know where I'm going, or at least know where I want to be, is a big thing.
I was speaking to attorneys in that office that had 30, 40, 50 years of experience. I was able to gain a lot of exposure and insight, and it's because of this program that I've been able to gain this confidence within myself, that I one day too can be like those lawyers in that office, representing people, helping them through the worst situations that they're going through in their life, and be an advocate for them in the courtroom. And I just know there's so many other students out there that have the same amount of potential that I do, that just need a program like this to have it come out of them.
It feels like you're never going to get there, but it goes fast. And there's multiple off-roads, so don't think that, if I don't get all the way through law school, then it wasn't successful. It's a path, and you're working on it, and it may be that after your bachelor's degree you work for a while and then you go back to law school, and to bring in a lot of your experience that you have even outside of the law. I think working with students, I've always noticed they don't even want to mention that they maybe worked at a fast food restaurant, but working at a fast food restaurant shows customer service. You had to work with angry, grumpy people. You showed up to work on time, your good work ethic. So all of your experience and everything that you bring with you is beneficial and going to help you.
College is about showing that you can see something through from beginning to end, start something and complete it. And I think that when you find your path, hold on to it tightly. Don't give up on your dreams ever, and make sure that you are true to yourself while you're going through your pathway to wherever you end up. My pathway is the pathway to law.
What do you like about law now that you have been exposed?
Advocating for people.
Perfect. Okay, no, thank you. That was fun.
Could look anywhere, or do I have to look at the
Look at me, yeah.
Okay.
Look at me.
Reach out to us. We're not better than you in any way just because we have a title. We're human just like you.
I don't know. It makes it beautiful to come here for me.
That's really helpful.
Trying to think of what else that was.